Hi guys, this is Mr. Turkleson. Um, I have here exercise 4, and I have some of the book here too. So, what this exercise is about is noticing that these new forms of verbs, they've appeared here and you've seen them, but maybe you just weren't really noticing them as you went along. So, um, we've seen verbs like volant and volat, right? They fly, and he or she or it flies. But now we also have this new form volare, which is an infinitive. It's called an infinitive, and it's always translated to do something, like here to fly. And as I said in an earlier email, it's used in conjunction with another verb. Here, potest. Is able to fly. So this is something like, and the shepherd is not able to fly. So that's really it. It's just like, first of all, noticing that there are 4 different kind of groups of verbs, and each of them has their own sort of distinct infinitive. So here, volare is part of this first group, which we're going to call first conjugation. And it's really just getting that ending right. So you can see how it works. Birds are able to fly. Fishes are able to swim. I don't know exactly where the swimming shows up, but it's here's one right there. I mean, you can basically read through the end or the latter part of the first lectio and then go through lectio 2 and really just read through it again and notice these infinitives. And here's another one right here, videre, and here's audire. So that would get rid of this one here and here. Once again, just looking at number 3, sheep are able to hear the wolf, but they are not able to see it or him. So audire and videre, that would be this one, audire, and this second group or second declension is videre. And then I think there is a curare in here somewhere. Where is it? Oh yeah, there it is, right? So a horse is able to walk and to run. And I forget where curare shows up here, but I thought I saw it a few minutes ago. Sorry, bear with me here. Maybe not. I can't remember now where I saw it, but it's in there somewhere. So I'll let you look for that one. I should move this out of the way a little bit, maybe. But yeah, read through the whole second lectio, reading particularly for the infinitives. Now there are active infinitives, and then there are they're passive infinitives as well. So let's see if I can find you an example here. I just had it up, and now I'm gonna no, it's not that far along. All right, I feel like there it is. Okay, there's one. Okay, here's a perfect example of how this works. Homines deos neque videre neque audire possunt. People are able, I think we did this in class yesterday, people are able to neither see nor to hear gods. And then the sentence that follows is a passive form of that using a passive infinitive. So here's how this works. And you see this in the next exercise, exercise 5, I believe. So people are able to neither see nor hear gods. And then the flip side of that in passive would be this. Gods, or the gods, are able to neither to be seen nor to be heard by people, by men. So videre, these ere here, to see. Videri, to be seen. Audire, to hear. Audiri, to be heard. And then there is another, the third, this group right here, group number 3, conjugation number 3, like this one would be ducere or curare. And the passive infinitive of that one, if I can just find it. Well, here, I know where it shows up mostly. You can see it at the end of the chapter, actually. If you look at the this is where you see all the information on the infinitives. Active infinitives, vocare, videre, currere, audire. This gives you all of the verbs maybe that you've seen so far in their different sort of active infinitive forms. But then we go down and we see passive infinitives. Marcus is not able to be seen by Julius, but is able to be heard. So, videre, audire. Now, these are the four groups for the passive. They're the same groups of verbs. It's just that these are the basically the passive forms of the active ones. So, are becomes ari for passive infinitive. Ere becomes eri for the second conjugation here. Ponere, to put, just becomes poni, so that's kind of a different one there. You can see there's a pattern, ari, eri, and iri, but this one's different. So ponere, to put or to place, is active, but poni is to be placed. And you'll see other examples here. Poni, emi, ad, cloudy, to be to be placed, to be bought, to be eaten, and to be closed. So in this case, it might be good to skip ahead to the grammar section of the chapter to sort of get more grounded in that. So hopefully that's enough to get you through this one here. Now, exercise 5, I think I have here too. So yeah, it's really just figuring out what the right form to use is. These are the active infinitives, and these are the passive infinitive endings here, right? Active endings, passive endings. So Julius is able to carry or to bring Julia, but Julia is able to be carried or to be brought by Julius. And we're going to do passive or active to passive conversions at some point soon to sort of get a hang of how this works better. But just for the first one or two, I'll give you a hand here. Julia is not able, and is it to carry the big bag or sack, or is it Julia is not able to be carried the big sack? I'll let you judge that one. Well, that's obvious. That's portare. So you find the right group basically from that list in the grammar section at the end of the chapter, and then you decide, all right, what do we need here? An active infinitive or a passive infinitive? Number 2. Now we have the big sack is not able to be carried by the little girl. So here we would have portari and not portare. And maybe that's the pattern for all of the rest of them. I'm not sure, but it looks like it is as I look through this. In this case, we have something about men and gods, and then we have gods by something by men. Fishes. This one I'll do because people for some reason always get this one wrong. No one, Nemo, is able, potest, to count the fish. I mean, we're talking about there's so many fish in the sea, right? So you can't count them. There's so many of them. No one is able, numerare pisces, to count the fish. And passive fishes or fish are not able to be counted, numerari. And that's where the sentence ends, actually. So that goes on until, I guess, number 11 there. But it does look like they all follow, or most of them follow, a similar sort of pattern. One active, one passive. So I hope that helps. You said you were trying your best to do 6 and 7. That looks like new vocab, maybe. Like some neuter third declension words here, flumen and mare, and vivere. It looks like those 3 are correct so far anyway. All right, so sorry for going on so long. I just wanted to make sure I was thorough about this, and if it still doesn't make sense, then try to get in touch with me. I don't know how much time I'm going to have tonight, but I'll certainly give it a shot, okay?